Hello, everyone. How are you out there? Welcome to the call. My name is Latasha Wilson, the boss chick. I am about to give you guys some nuggets today. You're in for a treat. What I want to check first is to make sure that we're live on Facebook. I want to make it public because we have a lot of people hopping on and they said, Tasha, please make sure you make it public so that I can share it. Guess what? It's done. Go right ahead and share this information with absolutely everyone you know, guys. This is going to be pandemonium. Yes. All right. So I can see a lot of your comments as it relates to Zoom. So some of you are logged into multiplewins.com on Zoom, but we got somebody manning that area over there, but go ahead and put a 111 if you're on Zoom and you're hearing us loud and clear. The rest of you, if you are looking at us from Facebook, social media, go ahead and put a 222. We want to see where you're zooming in from, where are you watching us from. So Zoom 111, and if you're watching us from Facebook Live or Instagram, guys, go ahead and put the number 222. Super excited to be here once again. My name is Latasha Wilson. Hello, Bridget. I see you chiming in. Thank you for commenting. Yes, who else do we have on? Go ahead and say your name and what city or state you're chiming in from. If you're on my social media, I see 222. Mary, thank you. Welcome. Bridget, welcome. I know we have the Watsons on. We have Vanessa on. Rockingham. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Yes. We have a Wilson. I don't want to mess up your first name, but it's beautiful. Mashia, is that? Hello. Welcome to the call. All right. So we got every live stream live right now. So I'm super excited. Guys, my name is Latasha Wilson once again. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I reside now in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been here for about 13 years. Absolutely love what I do. Have been in an amazing space, met some phenomenal people. Guys, so the information you're about to hear today, let me tell you something. It changed my life. And it has truly been a blessing to not only me, but people connected to me, my family, guys, and it has just changed the trajectory of my life and my finances. So how many of you on here are interested in leveling up your finances? Hello? Come on now, if you're interested in a change, in seeing some commas, some extra commas in those finances, you're in the right place at the right time. You may be here by way of invitation. We have multiple business partners that have shared this, and they wanted you to hear it firsthand. So I'm going to get out of the way of greatness. Let me tell you something. The reason I said yes to the information you're about to hear is because, one, I got tired of being told what to do, when to do it, when to show up, how long I got to stay there, and then having to leave, sit in traffic and upset because I got to do it all again tomorrow. Guys, I put myself in control of my finances, of my life, and because I said yes to this opportunity you're about to hear, I was able to fire my boss. I was a school teacher 14 years now. Went to college 5 years for my bachelor's degree, went to college another 2 years for my master's. And here it is 4 years later. I fired my boss and asked me, am I using that piece of paper? Absolutely not. But guys, it's a joy being able to educate outside of the classroom now. So I didn't leave knowledge and get an education, guys. I'm actually teaching people how to level up their finances and just embrace multiple streams of income. Is that all right today? Are you guys open for multiple streams of income? Because I know I got some business owners in the line. I know we got a celebrity gospel artist who invited a ton of people to this call, and you guys know she's a business owner. So yeah, stay here because we got something that can help you level up your business. We have some pastors, some ministers on this call. Guys, we're building kingdom wealth. We have parents on this call. You may be a single mom, a single dad, and you don't know how you're going to make ends meet. Guys, we're breaking curses. We're setting you up for generational wealth. So my name is Latasha Wilson. Guys, I fired my boss, and I'm here today to let you know I make more money now from home than I did as a teacher with a master's degree. So I want to bring up the young lady that gave me this opportunity. She is so gracious. I appreciate her for thinking about little old me. Guys, this young lady made her first million by the age of 30. She's helping people globally. And let me tell you, now her plate is full. She is a mother of three. She has an awesome husband who is like a big brother to me now, guys. And it's them together. They're a force to be reckoned with. They're a major power couple. They're making over 7 figures in this opportunity that they said yes to as well. And again, I thank them for thinking of me and inviting me to this opportunity that changed my life. Guys, so if it wasn't for Dr. ChynaBethley, who is also the CEO of Rich University, I don't know where I'd be right now. I don't know if I would have went back to my job or not, but guess what? I thank God I had options. Say options. Go ahead and type in options. So without further ado, I would like to see if the lady of the next 30 minutes is here. Yes, she is, Dr. ChynaBethley. Beautiful. Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh, I can hear you loud. I can hear you clearly. And I'm so really proud to see you in this space right now, just thriving in your element as an educator and helping so many people. You just have a heart to serve and just really reach back and grab so many people. So I'm excited to be here, Tasha. I'm excited to connect with everybody that's here and share with them about why we say yes to Forex. Obviously, I know they are excited to hear more of even your story, to hear about the new rules of money and all of the amazing guests that they're going to hear from today. So I'm pumped up. I see that Zoom is booming. There's people that are responding there, Facebook and YouTube. People are connected from all over the world. Everybody wants to know, what is this Forex thing about, and how can they get in position, and how can they win, especially in the midst of a time like we're going through right now where people are home. So people definitely have more time, they're more open, and they're ready to be a part of the $6.7 trillion daily market. And so I'm excited. I'm excited once again that Tasha invited me on here to talk a little bit about what we do inside of this Forex space and to help people to really level up and win. I've personally been in this space for the last 4 years. And when I was introduced, I promise you, I didn't know what they were talking about. Everything that I saw looked like Japanese geometry. I was extremely overwhelmed. I had never been exposed to this information before. And I didn't have anybody that I could relate to who was exposed to this information. I didn't know how to digest it or process the information. And now what we've done 4 years later is really put you in a position to simplify your experience. Like, here's the thing. I have a young lady that I'm talking to, and she said to me, you know, a lot of people want to learn more about what it is that we do, right? And obviously that's what we provide, education. But here's the truth. If you wanted to become a doctor, and I need you to think about this for those of you that are listening in, if you wanted to become a doctor, then you don't learn how to become a doctor before you make the decision to become a doctor. Does that make sense? So when you want to become a doctor, usually you decide to become a doctor because you see the lifestyle potential that you can have, you know, the earning potential that you can make, and perhaps you really enjoy helping people, right? That's usually the determining factor of you choosing any career or any profession or learning any skill. Inside of the Forex arena, we're simply learning how to trade in the largest financial market in the world. This is a $6.7 trillion daily market that's allowing you with your cell phone to literally turn pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds, and hundreds into thousands of dollars from your cell phone. You know, Latasha being a woman, a professional educator, she understood things at more of a depth, right? She understood not just how to learn it for herself, but now she's teaching other people how to win inside of this space. She's teaching other people how to level up inside of this space. She's showing people how they can also turn pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds, and hundreds into thousands of dollars right from their cell phone. You guys are probably watching on your cell phone right now. You're probably watching me on a cell phone or a smart device right now. Well, how could you turn that device into an asset where it's not a liability? how can you turn it into an asset where it's not a liability? And so with that being said, I'm just excited about what we have going on inside of this space, because we are literally making money by pressing buttons on our phone. So to simplify this, what we're doing inside of this space, for number one, we have access to an amazing academy. Let's see if we can pull that up. An amazing academy that allows you to really learn the ins and outs. But once again, your decision making is not like, if I decided to go to a particular university, I don't get to go to that university and then say, okay, I want to go to the university. Like, I don't get to go sit in the classrooms, and I don't get to experience the classrooms and the teacher before I say I want to go. Usually it's by word of mouth or somebody else's experience or somebody else's results. So when I think about the results of people inside of this company and people inside of our community and people that's connected to our team, I think about the amount of winning that's happening inside of this space. And that makes it very attractive for somebody else to say, wow, okay, if that woman, if that wife, if that mom, if that business person is doing this, then I can do it too. You know, if that educator, if that student, if that daughter, if that friend is doing it, I can do it too. And so when we first get connected to this space, we don't know much anything about it, but I'm going to show you what you gain access to inside of our community. Now, this is one of our amazing tools here. It's called the Harmonic Scanner. This is a tool that is multi-million-dollar banking software. When I first looked at this tool, honestly, I was like, yeah, I don't really know. Tasha, you may have to come back in so that you can share this on a slide so that they can actually see it. But it's multi-million-dollar banking software that allows you an opportunity to really go into the market and earn from the market. I just put it up perfect. So yeah, perfect. Awesome. So what we're looking at right now is multi-million-dollar banking software. And I know in the beginning, when I first saw this, I saw Japanese geometry. I saw, you know, lines, charts, and graphs, and I immediately thought math. So you could not imagine how many people we talk to that says, well, I really wasn't that good in math in school. And I'm like, well, me either. But we're not doing math, we're doing money. So I want you to just type that in the chat right now, that we're doing money. Just type in money. This is the largest financial market in the world. And when I show you how to make money with this one tool in the next 5 minutes, you're going to say, what the heck was I waiting so long for? Why did I complicate this? Let me put it to you like this. This whole industry is surrounded around whether or not you're going to buy or sell a particular currency pair. That's all we're doing. This whole industry is surrounded around whether or not you're going to buy or sell a particular currency pair. There's only two things that you do in the largest financial market in the world, which is the money market. So when we're talking about Forex, we're talking about foreign exchange, exchanging one form of currency for another. The US dollar for the euro for the Great British pound, the Great British pound for the Japanese yen. So when you travel around the world, you have to make these exchanges to make purchases. Now from your cell phone with the money app, you can do it from your phone. So I want you to simplify this in this moment. Some of you have been watching Forex and you're looking for the right company, the right community, the right team to partner with. I'm going to make it very, very simple for you to make a decision right now. For number one, let's backtrack. Let's just go over what we just talked about. You're not going to learn how to trade before you decide to start trading. You're not going to learn, well, I want to learn what this is. Well, we provide education. If you go to school to become a doctor, you don't learn how to become a doctor before you go to school to become a doctor. Because you know when you go to school, that's what you're going to learn, right? How to become a doctor. So what we're doing here is putting you in a position to actually have access to $1 trillion daily market for a 3-figure decision. You make a 3-figure decision on whether or not you see value in learning this information. Number two, the community that you partner with is important because you want to make sure that you're not on your own to figure this all out like you probably were at school. Here you have a community of support that's going to show you what I'm about to show you right now. I'm going to break down this multi-million-dollar banking software to you in the next few moments of exactly what we look for. So when you become a member, you have access to this tool that banks like Wells Fargo and Chase and Bank of America are using. Now, this is proprietary to our company, so no one else has the Harmonic Scanner, but there are scanners that other banking institutions have that are actually trading your money, and they give you maybe about 0.01% at the end of the year. We want to show you how you could perhaps grow your money 10% a day. So what we're looking for with this particular tool is what's right up here at the top. It tells us the currency pair that we will be trading. Now, this just looks like ABCs when I look at this, right? You see ABCs, CADJPY. right? As long as you have an elementary level education, you could read your ABCs. So this tells us what? Our ABCs, which is the currency pair that we're going to be trading, the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. It tells us our 1, 2, 3s. That's right here on the side, right? These 1, 2, 3s represent where we would enter the market. That's this green line here. That's this D position here. And that's where it actually just says enter. It tells us the 1, 2, 3s as well. The 1, which is a take profit, 1, 2, and 3. So it tells us where to enter the market and where to exit the market and take our profit. If you're a little bit more risky, it tells you where to enter the market and where to exit the market to take your profit. If you're even more risky, it tells you where to enter the market and exit the market to take your profit. Well, Dr. Chyna, what do you mean more risky? Well, where there is great risk, there is great reward. See, I know we've been taught not to really take risks, but that's why most people have a very safe, a comfortably uncomfortable life. They're comfortable because they know their every next move. They know their every vacation. They know when they're going to be off. They know when they go. It's very, very routine, right? There's no surprise element. There's no spontaneousness in it. It's very, very routine. But when you take risk, that's where reward is. Now, what we believe is that you want to still manage your risk and have great risk management, but we show you how to enter the market and then you decide what your risk tolerance is, right? So if you decided to enter the market here and you went to TP1, then the distance between entry and TP1 is a little bit shorter than your distance between entry and TP2. Well, what does that mean? Well, you will make a little bit less money, but with the Harmonic scanner, the chances of you getting to TP1 is a lot more likely. And so you get to determine which one of those that you're going to choose. So what we just discussed just now, you enter a currency pair, CAD, JPY in this case. Did you have to figure that out? No, it told you the answer to the test right here. When you download the Money app, all you're simply doing is putting the answers in the test. So we give you the Money app, right, to download, right? And the Money app comes blank for you to actually select what currency pair. Well, what currency pair do you want to trade? Well, you know what? I don't have to figure that out. The scanner says for me to trade CAD, JPY. Now it tells me where to enter the market and where to exit the market and even how to protect myself in the market just in case it goes the wrong way. See, here's the reality. The market goes up, the market goes down, and sometimes sideways. So if you buy when the market is low and it goes up, you just made money. It's just that simple. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. That's it. That's it. If the market is high and you get in the sell position and it goes down, you make money. That is what this whole market consists of. And all we do is increase your probability for being at 50% and just guessing to increasing your probability with using this tool to 87% in its accuracy. And it's absolutely amazing. So we said ABCs, 1, 2, 3 shapes. Look at this yellow shape. What the heck is that? See, this is the part that almost made me say no, because I said, this look like I'm looking at an EKG. I'm not that chick. I don't even want to look at this. And now when I see this, I see a beautiful love language between two countries that's paying me money. When I see this, I see it saying, Chyna, come here, I got some money for you. Oh, what you got? We got CADJPY for the sale. Oh, really? Yeah, I want you to enter right here and exit right there. Oh, okay. Well, how much money you got for me? Let's go a little bit deeper. Let me show you why we are the bomb.com in this company. Let me show you why I'm so excited about what it is that we have inside of this space with this particular tool. So you enter the market here, you exit the market perhaps at TP1. It got $56 for me right quick. Guess what? It took me 2 minutes to put this trade in. It took me 2 minutes to press CADJPY, ABCs. It took me 2 minutes to see the entry point, 77.204. First of all, I sound sexy when I see all of this stuff. So first of all, here's what I know. I know that this is a space that has not necessarily been open to people that look like me, that come from places that I come from. I know that this was not taught in my elementary school, middle school, high school, nor college. So I know that when I have access to $1 trillion daily market, and I get to learn how to use this software that broke it down in an elementary way, when I begin to speak this language, I feel like I've learned another language. In fact, I am bilingual. I speak English and I speak wealth. I am bilingual. When you learn how to trade in the largest financial market in the world, you become bilingual. Somebody better put bilingual in there. And so what that means is I just made $56 inside of the market off of a 10-cent lot size. I I just made 56. It took me 2 minutes to make $56 in the market. Now you will begin to learn what a pip is. You will begin to learn what a lot size is. You will begin to learn how to call these numbers off the side that they gave you. They gave me the currency pair. They gave me the number. They told me whether or not I was going to buy or sell this particular currency pair. And all I needed to do was learn how to use this chart. And cha-ching, that is money in my bank. That's money in my bank. And so I'm so excited that I did not run away from what was so foreign and what looked so scary. So what I want to do right now is, I know we have some other special guests that are on the call. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what one of our tools could do to really help you to win inside of this space. I want to check to see if she is on the call with us, because I know she got a lot going on, this next lady that you're going to hear from. Oh my gosh. Hey! Yay! We got multiple celebrities that are on, okay? Tankard, guys. Let me give you the proper introduction. I know your time. I already know you probably got several other calls lined up back to back, so we're going to do this right, though. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited that I made it to her list. Some of you need to be excited that somebody just reached out to you and put your name on a list to call you about $1 billion movement in a $1 trillion industry. Okay, we got $1 billion project that we're working on right now, and we're $250 million in a $1 trillion daily industry. So for your name to make it on the list to be on this call, you better go ahead and say thank you for just reaching out to invite me to this wealth conversation with people who are already experiencing the wealth. This is a woman that is a wife. She's a mom. She's heavily in ministry as a pastor. She's traveling all around the world. She's a serial entrepreneur, serial investor, working with people like Robert Kiyosaki and Kim Kiyosaki, and sharing the stages with your Eric and your Marina Warrays and your Bob Proctors and your Les Browns. Don't you get me this going here now. Okay, this is a woman who is featured on Fox right now with her own TV show, doing very well with Chatter, her own talk show. Okay, don't get me started, as well as her own reality show on Bravo. So I need you to pay attention. Get your pen and notepads out. And for those of you that are in our space right now, this is our newest, drum roll please, our newest and first in North America chairman 100 female, period. Okay, chairman 100 female in North America. So you need to make some noise for my sister. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, sister. This is why we sisters. I'm like, Chyna need to be going with me everywhere. That introduction was just like, oh my gosh. I really, for a minute, was like, okay, where's the crowd? No, that was amazing. Thank you. You're over here breaking down that chart, man. That chart is a game changer, isn't it? It's changed our lives. And thank you. You look beautiful. I love that pink and purple too. I'm so proud of Tasha. What Tasha's doing is amazing. I don't know where Tasha is. Tasha, you should be on here the whole time, baby. You are just doing amazing. I'm like,
thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. And I'm so I'm just blown away. I just had a little bit of a nap, and I'm so glad that I had that, because I needed it. It's just been an amazing day to make history. You know, you pray for that. And one of the things that we all have, you have it, Dr. Chyna, Tasha has it, is we have an early adopter mindset, right? We have a first adopter mindset. And I believe in the world that we're in today right now is vitally important that we have a first adopter mindset, because everything is changing. I mean, if you want to check the weather, where do you go? Your phone to check your app store. If you want to go grocery shopping, where do you go? Instacart to your app store, and the groceries are delivered right there. If you want to check your heart rate, where do you go? Your app store, right? So you can see that there's huge momentum moving into the digital space. And we were just blessed to really be ahead of our time, girls. I mean, I think we could say that. I mean, I almost feel like we're kind of at the beginning now, but we were at the ahead of our times coming into this space 4 years ago. And I'm just grateful that we all had an early adopter mindset, because that's exactly what it was. We were figuring it out. This platform basically teaches the everyday person, just like Chyna so eloquently broke down the ABCD of that chart. And so as you're watching this, I really want to encourage you to move into decision, because I cannot even articulate for you the amount of money that people are making every single day because of wealth education. Right? It's not just about us being so smart. I mean, all of us, when we first saw that chart, we were totally like, child, I don't know, honey. You know, but thank God that because we were open and we had a first adopter mindset, we came in, we kept talking to people that were smarter than us. We kept having conversations with them. We started learning terminology. You know, we started asking questions, and they had created such a great forum for us to come in, ask questions, and really just set us up to really win and be able to change communities. And now literally we have thousands of people all over the world that are really winning, from every age to 18 years old to 88 years old. And so when you think about Wall Street, traditionally, you would think, what? White men. I love my white brothers. We're grateful for our white brothers. We've learned a lot from them. But, you know, it's time for us. It's time for people of color. It's definitely time for women to go ahead and say, you know what? This is my time to learn. I realize everything is changing. I realize everything is evolving. I'm not going to become obsolete. You know, even though Cheesecake Factory, as big as it is, right? You would think that the quarantine of being closed for a month and a half wouldn't have totally caused them to file bankrupt. But what ended up happening with Cheesecake Factory, they didn't adopt Uber Eats fast enough, so the revenues weren't coming in fast enough to offset all of a sudden no physical bodies. It's the same thing. It really doesn't matter. AMC, right? Just filing bankrupt, right? Why? So everything is changing. You know, it was Blockbuster, right? Then it was like family video stores. Now it's moved over to Netflix. And so cable has taken a real hit. So cable is starting to get their fangs, if you will, into this digital space. The show Chatter that we have, Chyna, it's on Fox Soul, on a digital platform. You download an app. So what am I saying? Is that everything is changing. I mean, mainstream shows are on there. Queen Latifah, Claudia Jordan, Vivica Fox. I mean, these are people that you would have normally saw on like a Lifetime or BET, right? Where are they? They're on an app. Why? Because everybody realizes that everything is changing. And so what I want to tell you, whether you're an employee or whether you're an entrepreneur, that this is a space that you absolutely, this is not one of those things where you need to do that cliche answer, let me pray about it. Listen, you've been praying. And nothing has really changed, because until you start trusting the instinct, how many times have you experienced huge success, Tasha or Chyna, because we just trusted our instinct, going in blind, not knowing what the heck we were doing, but we knew we were on something bigger than what we had went to school for. So what am I saying to you? Those of you that are watching right now, like, it's time to go into decision mode, because here's what happens when you keep over analyzing. That ends up, you end up turning into a procrastinator, which ends up turning into major stagnation. We are halfway through 2020. When I think about that, we are in May of 2020, about to be June. We are halfway through. So this is the time where you really have to audit your life. Be honest with yourself, audit your relationships, audit the flow of your money, audit how much you know about money, and say, I need to get in a position to study money. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Tasha, in a minute if you want to ask me something, or we can flow, whatever. But you think about this. If a person wants to become a cardiologist, what do? They go to the School of Medicine. Right? Then when they get done going to the School of Medicine, then they start hanging out with other cardiologists. They start going to conventions. And the cardiologist that graduated 20 years ago versus a cardiologist that graduated today, they're going to have two totally different protocols for the heart. They're going to probably suggest a much stronger medicine with less side effects. They probably have artificial intelligence, stem cell, all kinds of 3D technology that they didn't have 20 years ago. So if that cardiologist who graduated 20 years ago, maybe he was the bomb cardiologist at the time, if he didn't keep learning, if he didn't keep growing, it's the same thing with our money. You might have said, well, I opened up a savings account years ago, or money market account years ago with Smith Barney, and I just told the financial advisor, do what you think. Honey, that is old school. The uber wealthy understand what's happening with their money. right? So you need to be in an environment where people are studying money, its patterns, its rhythms, right? Its position. Because if you start getting education, then you can make different moves with your money. Money starts pursuing you opposed to you always pursuing money. Money makes a horrible master, but an amazing slave. And this is what this opportunity is right here. So I'm
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Jewel, we have a lot of people on that probably thought they were just coming to hear some information. Can you tell them why it's important to act now and say yes to learning a new skill set that'll pay them? Well, actually, it's not new. It's been around hundreds of years, but it's just new to them. So why should they say yes and get started right away?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you really have to ask yourself some real questions. Like, what do I want my quality of life to be like in 5 years? And if you don't start moving now, my bank account, all of us have bank accounts on this phone. We barely even have to go to the bank because everything is being done on our cell phone. And you need to be getting first-class education about Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, let me just see if I can pull up this article really, really quickly that I want to show everyone. Tasha, you didn't have to leave.
I know, right? And then, Jewel, as you're pulling it up, I want to ask this because I just feel this in my heart that there's some people that's watching it and they feel like they have to make a decision to go back to school and they may not be in that mind space right now. Can we talk from a compliant perspective about the results that people are getting so that people could comprehend and connect what this actually means for their life for now, not for later? Some people are out of work right now. Some people don't know what their next move is. Some people are looking to reinvent themselves some kind of way and they don't really know what to do. What type of results are you seeing? Are you seeing, Tasha, just in a community that people are leveling up and winning that they may not see or hear about that can help somebody say, oh my gosh, that's what I'm looking to do. I need those kind of results.
Well, Dr. Chyna, you've always said a couple times in a presentation, you remember when you were younger, your mom used to say, girl, I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
That's
well,
right.
We literally do that, but we make more than $1.15, guys.
Right,
so being able to grow your money exponentially and take $1 and grow it 100% or 120%. I'm telling you, these numbers are real. Being able to just grow your money, even if it's the minimum 10% a day, it's not doing that sitting in a bank. So that's one of the main benefits that I'm still here. Okay, being able to grow my money any given time just from pushing a button from my cell phone.
And the thing is, you're going to get the education. Can you pull up that article? If you just hit it, if you go, like it's in the backstage, hit that. And I want to talk to you guys about this. This is why education is so important.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? I see it.
Bottom, the left corner. At the bottom.
Mm-hmm. It says Jewel Tankard screen. You click
okay. Got it.
Okay, let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. So if you look at this article, it says 5 of the world's top Bitcoin millionaires. Now I'm showing you this just to give you a little bit of what the kind of education that you're going to get. Chyna did an amazing job in breaking down the harmonic scanner. And I know, like she said, if you're seeing it for the first time, you like, child, trust that you're going to learn it, okay? But this is some of the other intel, right? Wealth intel that you're going to get. So this is done by credible publication, Investopedia, 5 of the world's top Bitcoin millionaires. It says Bitcoin is a digital asset and payment system with a market capitalization of around 180 billion. As of September 2019, 180. Now, let me say this. Bitcoin first showed up on the scene in 2009, and it was worth 1 penny. Today, it's floating, hovering right at around $10,000. Then it goes on to say that this Bitcoin was up for grabs for virtually anyone. Now, by the way, Bitcoin cannot be stored in your traditional bank. You're going to learn that. We're going to teach you that. It has to be stored in a digital wallet, which ultimately can be right on your phone, okay? So it was the only natural that the game-changing cryptocurrency created such a diverse and surprising field of millionaires. But this is the part that I want you to see. Bitcoin just shows up in 2009. It's 2020. And now all of a sudden, you have all these cryptocurrency millionaires within a short amount of time. Traditionally, when you thought about becoming wealthy, you thought, okay, I got to be on some kind of savings plan with CDs, mutual funds, bonds, and stuff like that for 20 and 30 years. Now we're talking about people literally becoming cryptocurrency millionaires and billionaires within a short amount of time. Also, it says this, listen to this. Of course, nobody knew at the time. Indeed, it was and still is a risky asset class to get involved in. Although a few in the list below were not only early adopters. So we hear they're talking about risk. Most people are afraid to invest because of risk, but there is what we call healthy risk. We're going to educate you on that. Then it goes on to say that they had an early adopter. These were the early adopters, but also they predicted its economic opportunity. When you are in a wealth education environment, you are going to not only adopt an early adopter mentality, so you stop coming to the party late, but you're also going to get the education and understand the risk so that you can properly position yourself. It says launched in 2009, Bitcoin is the first and remains the most successful blockchain-based cryptocurrency in the world. You might not know what blockchain is. This is what I want to tell you. One of our educators was saying he started saving Bitcoin in 2017. He said it took him 2 years before he fully wrapped his head around it, but by that time he had already built a very substantial cryptocurrency portfolio. It says the price of Bitcoin is volatile, ranging from $10 to $2,000 in 2010 to just under $20,000 in 2018. The price now hovers around $10,000. So you might say, oh no. We're going to educate you on that, because if you keep running away from healthy risk, you're going to keep running away from money. Actually, if you don't move into this space, you are risking that the likelihood of you becoming impoverished or living in the lower class is going to be extremely high, unfortunately, because everything is being digitized. So you got to start educating it. Last thing I want to say to you, the overall price has produced a handful of Bitcoin millionaires. Again, the word, these are the early adopters who recognize you have to get to a point. Wealth education helps you to start to recognize a viable opportunity to grow wealth. Goes on to talk about Barry Siebert, who's the chief executive officer and founder of Digital Currency Group. And it talks about a little bit the guy who owns Ripple. As a matter of fact, JP Morgan was saying they didn't want to get involved. Now they just bought up a bunch of Bitcoin. Ripple is huge because Ripple is the technology behind Cash App. It's what allows the transactions to happen so speedily. You're going to learn how you can buy that. Yesterday, Ripple was just 22 cents with a projection of getting up to $10. Guys, it's not just that I'm so smart, but because I'm in this academy, I'm talking to these guys, getting on their live sessions. You're going to have access to their live sessions. You're going to be able to ask them questions. You're going to be able to look at the charts, just like Chyna pulled up so beautifully. So we're not talking about just signing you up and leaving you out there. We're talking about, hey, we're going to sign you up and teach you and hold your hand so that by the end of 2020, this will be the absolute best Christmas of your entire life. The only thing that you got to do is commit 15 to 30 minutes a day. 15 to 30 minutes a day. 15 to 30 minutes a day will absolutely revolutionize your life. You cannot afford to go and ask your broke aunt or broke friend what they think. It's time to get some new friends. It's time to connect to a wealth focus group that can launch you into your destiny so that you can begin to live your dream. So, well, I love y'all. We can play all day on here, honey, but I just want to encourage y'all that are watching, don't just sit here and be like, ooh, no, move into action. I'm telling you right now, you need to move your behind into action. We are on here sounding the alarm, letting you know the wealth transfer is happening. You may have heard it taught, you may have heard it preached, but now this is your opportunity to put an economic application to what you have heard and what you have believed. You don't have to know nothing. All you got to do is make a decision to say yes and get started. And that's it. That's really all you got to do. We'll take it, from there. So I love y'all. I love playing with y'all. Tasha, we can do this again soon, girl. Chyna, I already know you got some more stuff from them. You were helping me so much earlier. Thank you. She talked to my children today, and that just blessed me. I mean, we have a real sisterhood. We have a real family. We get in here, talk through stuff and, all that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you, your children need you to be rich. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Media, and this day social media, your competition. If you want your children, if you want to have influence with your children, and you trying to tell them about God, but they don't see your needs met, your influence is not going to be the way it needs to be. They're going to be
absolutely
being other people because they say, I want that drip. So you need to learn the God of the drip so you can receive something. So I love y'all.
Yes, love you. Thank you so much, Dr. Jewel Tankard.
Don't leave yet, real Jewel. I know you got to hop off, but we got one more person I want her to bring up really quick so that we can connect. Oh my
Hey.
Yes. Okay, so really quick, everyone who's watching, this is my sister, the world-renowned gospel artist, Shana Wilson-Williams. Not only is she a gospel world-renowned artist, but she is a CEO of her own cosmetic line. So I wanted to bring her up. Shana, it's a pleasure working with you, sis. Please tell the people why you said yes and you partner with your big sis. And is she gonna sing?
Hello, everybody. It's so good to be here tonight. You know, I feel like I'm just a boss already, just being amongst these amazing women. Of course, my sister, Tasha. I call everybody my sister, and all my life she's told me, I'm your only sister, I'm your blood, and I get it. I know this is the boss chick. She has been such a phenomenal influence in my life. Even with me starting my own company, she encouraged me. She showed me the ropes. And then she was always doing Forex. And I'm just like, I just don't have time. I can't do it. I made all of the excuses in the world. But who cannot use extra income? I mean, especially in a time like this, you need some type of fallback plan. When your degree is not working, what you have went to apply for is not working, not at your job, you can be making extra income doing something easy as trading. And so I finally said yes, and I'm excited that I said yes because I feel I'm able to do my own cosmetics brand, but still have some fallback money if I need it. I wish I would have said yes a year ago and I could have had startup money for my company. And I had to beg and try to do other stuff to try to make my company thrive. And thank God his hand is on it. But if I would have said yes a year ago, I would have been so much further. And so I want to encourage you. If you feel like you don't have the time, you have the time. The difference between a millionaire and you is consistency and trying something new. That's the only difference. Millionaires did not just become millionaires because they sat at home doing what they're comfortable doing. They were not used to doing something that allowed them to be introduced to a new form of yourself. And so I want to encourage you to jump out there. Do not be intimidated by what people may say. Do not be intimidated by just being your friends saying, I've heard of trading. No, I'm not interested. Just try it. If it doesn't work, then it won't work. But at least you tried and you will know. I want to encourage you to stay consistent in it. I am trying to stay consistent as I can with it. It's been very beneficial for me. It's teaching me how to manage time, how to manage my resources, how to manage money, and I'm grateful for it. And I cannot wait to see where I'm going to be in the next year.
Wow.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Let's go, sis. I appreciate you. And guys, we have a raffle, so we will be giving a Sarcastics cosmetic package away later. Yay! So thank you, sister, for donating. So we will give a gift away for the first person that gets started tonight. The first person. So if you're watching and you're attached to my team, guys, if you're part of my team under Rich University, come on now, make sure you text me soon as your person gets signs up tonight. Okay. We have one more testimony. Thank you, sis. I'm gonna take you to the backstage.
Congratulations.
Next up, guys, and I know you're excited because you guys want to know how to get started. So really quick, less than 90 seconds. I have the Watsons on. They're from Detroit, but they live in St. Louis right now. They have a beautiful family, woman and man of God. Tell us why you said yes to Forex.
We said yes to Forex because it just made sense. It was a no-brainer. after watching it and kind of following it for about a year or so, I reached out to Shana and she put me in touch with you, and it just made sense. And it has been the best decision that I've made.
Yes, indeed. And it's perfect for the family right now. I've been off work because of this whole COVID-19, and it's been able to provide extra income for the family. So it's been a win-win since we did say yes.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you guys partnering with myself and my sister, saying yes, and you knew nothing about it. You're a tax preparer. You have your own full-fledged business, and you could have said, well, you know what? My hands are full. Your baby's under 1 year old, and you got the baby has siblings, right? How many you got?
Yes, it's 3 altogether.
You got 3 kids. But guess what? You understand multiple streams of income. And guys, Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiastes, 11th chapter, it definitely encourages you to have multiple streams. If you don't believe me, go ahead and look it up. So I thank you, Watsons, because not only are you making money trading, but you decided to share this information with hundreds of people. And so now the company pays you just for sharing this information. And I wish, again, somebody would have shared this with me 10 years ago. You hear what I'm saying? So bless you. And it is a pleasure working with you. Everyone else who's on this line, you may be ready. You're saying, look, I need to know how to start. First of all, whoever invited you to this call, I need you to say thank you to them. I need you to reach back out and say, look, I want to be a part. Don't leave me out of the equation. I want to be able to put my family first and take control of our future, of our finances, and not be behind an 8 ball. We're tired of living check to check. This is your answer. You've been praying for something. This is your answer. Dr. ChynaBethley, is there something you wanted to share with them and tell them how to get started so they can go ahead and make that change tonight?
Absolutely. Listen, this is the best 3-figure decision I've ever made before in my life. Under $300 gets you started. It gives you access to this whole community, the whole industry, and everything that we have going on. And $234 one time for multi-million-dollar banking software, for an amazing community, over 100 educators, over 100 videos that you have access to. You heard Dr. Jewel talk about 15 to 30 minutes a day, and you get access to being a part of Rich University that provides you some amazing extra, what I like to call community activities, like the nightclub. And when you go to Extra Mile, we give you Tokyo Chyna. We have an amazing 10% trading plan that gives you a bit of a guide that shows you. I can share my screen really quick to share. I so love this, and it's one thing in particular that stands out to me the most. I won't go into too much depth because of time, but I want to show them. If you wanted to perhaps start an account with $200 with a goal to make $20,000, this will show you what your daily goals would be. And so using a tool that I showed you earlier, day 1, your goal would be $20, day 2, $22. You know, by the time you get down to day 10, your goal that day is $47, which now takes your account to $518. That's the goal, right? As you go down to day 20, the goal is to be at $1,345. When you go down to day 30, the goal is to be at $3,489. Day 40, guess what? The goal is $9,000. And then by the time you get down to day 50, your goal is $21,000. Now, why am I saying your goal? Because what I know is that nothing is going to be 100% accurate. So what we've done is we've embedded in the risk. We put in 2% risk to show you that, yes, my goal day 1 is to make $20, but there is a risk of $4. And so we're excited because the tool that I just showed you is 87% accurate. And when we teach you how to effectively use that tool and we embed the risk in, we give you a healthy chart that you can literally grow day by day 10%. But let's just say you wanted to change that number to 5%. Or let's just say you want to change this number, you know, to a little bit more that you wanted to put in your account. You might say, you know what, I want to start with $500 instead of $200. Well, guess what? When you change that number to 500, you're still growing to 10% a day, but now your gains are bigger. And it's just amazing because even on this side of the chart, one of my favorite things about it is that we show you how you can actually, if your goal was to retire from your job or walk away, how you can replace your income. So if you're working 40 hours a week, the job equivalent is making $100 an hour. I mean, $100 a day, which is $500 a week, $2,000 a month, and $24,000 a year to replace a job that's paying you $12.50. And so this gives you a goal of how you can replace that income. Maybe you're making $31.25 or somewhere in between that. We show you when you get to $250 a day, that's $1,250 a week, $5,000 a month, and $60,000 a year. All you need to do is literally come into this space, apply yourself, and really, really learn. Latasha's doing an amazing job. We even have a balance down here for you to see how you can withdraw 10% a week. So we provide you with this tool right here when you become a member of the Rich University community. So I'm so excited that we have the support. The community is priceless. Tasha will tell you, we are lit in Rich University. We are lit in the nightclub. Tokyo Chyna is off the dang on chain. And we have a community of people that are standing by to support you, to onboard you, to help you to win. So I'm excited about the boss chick. You guys are going to see a lot more of her. Now is the time to get in position. She's all over social media. When I see her on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram, don't let the story be that, dang, I remember when I was on that call. Now you see she done blown up, you know, naming lights, billboards, and all of this kind of stuff when you could have been partnered with her now. So I'm telling you, she has big things on the horizon. Say yes to Forex, connect with the boss chick. Her movement is amazing. She's helping people win. She's teaching them how to win inside of this space, utilizing our tool. And you get the support of everybody you saw here today. We all work together as one unit. So $234 one time, $174 a month, but we provide you a scholarship where we can waive that scholarship with 2 and free. When you refer 2 people inside of this space, guess what? Your monthly subscription is waived. So 2 and free when you refer 2 people that also want to simply turn their cell phone into an ATM machine. So $234 one time, $174 a month. But if you refer 2 customers by getting them in front of information like this and they say yes because of you, we reward you by giving you a scholarship where we waive your monthly subscription. So 2 and free. That's it.
2 and free. Thank you so much, Dr. Chyna. I really appreciate you for all you do. Again, thank you for helping my team. We've been leveling up, and we're definitely here for your journey to see you get to the next level. We right here on your back, pushing you and Logic Mix. Guys, we got to get ready for the nightclub tonight. We got another opportunity call at 9 o'clock. If you want to go,